Yellowstone National Park is famous for being one of the most beautiful places in the world, but it's also home to some of the most dangerous animals on the planet. Hi, I'm your host, and now we're going to tell you the real terrifying story of why the animals are leaving Yellowstone. Yellowstone National Park is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the United States. Every year, millions of people visit the park to see its beautiful geysers, hot springs, and wildlife. But recently, the park's rangers have noticed that many of the animals are disappearing. And it's not just the big-ticket items like bears and wolves. Smaller animals like birds and rodents are also vanishing from the park. As a result, park officials are starting to get very worried. They don't know what's causing the animals to leave, but they're afraid that something terrible might be happening to them. One theory is that the animals are being poisoned by the increasing number of tourists who visit the park each year. As more and more people come to Yellowstone, they leave behind all sorts of trash that the animals can get into. If they eat enough of this trash, it could make them very sick or even kill them. Another theory is that the animals are simply moving to other parts of the country because of climate change. As the weather gets warmer, their habitats are changing and they have to move with it. This is especially true for animals like the grizzly bear, which need lots of space to roam. As their habitat shrinks, they're forced to find new areas to live in or die trying. But there's another, darker theory about what's happening to the animals in Yellowstone. Some people believe that the park's most famous residents, the bison, are to blame. Bison are large, powerful animals that can run 3 times faster than humans. They're also incredibly aggressive and will attack anything that enters their territory. In recent years, more and more people have been injured or killed by bison in Yellowstone, so park officials have been trying to scare them away to protect visitors. One way they've tried to do this is by playing recordings of wolf howls near the bison. Wolves are natural predators of bison, so they're hoping that the bison will hear the howls and think that they're being This would hopefully scare them out of the park and into a more remote area where they wouldn't be able to do any damage. But the scariest theory of all is that there's something unnatural happening in Yellowstone, something that's causing the animals to flee in terror. Some people believe that there's a monster living in the park, a creature so big and scary that the animals are too afraid to stay there. There have been sightings of a huge, hairy beast that looks like a cross between a bear and a wolf. It is said to be over 8 feet tall and to have glowing red eyes that can burn right through you. Of course, there's no proof that any of these things are real, but that hasn't stopped people from being scared. The truth is, we may never know what's really going on in Yellowstone. The park is so vast and wild that it's impossible to monitor all of it at once. There are all sorts of things lurking in its forests and rivers that we'll never see, and that includes the elusive Bigfoot. Now, this all sounds like a fun horror movie, but the reality is that animal populations in Yellowstone are declining for a real reason. Experts believe that a combination of factors is causing the animals to leave, including habitat loss due to climate change, more people visiting the park, and less food available to eat. All of these things are causing the animals to flee Yellowstone in search of better lives elsewhere. What do you think is happening to the animals in Yellowstone? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Coming up next on this channel, you'll learn the creepy reason why Alaska is the most haunted state in the USA. It's me, and until next time, stay safe out there.